Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Adam. This is Adam Sews, and this is Friday Sews. Right, so there's a few things I wanted to go through this week. First thing I want to do is just say hi to AJ. He is a friend of mine's son that has recently seen my YouTube videos and loves sitting watching YouTube on his iPad. So I just wanted to give AJ a big wave and just to say hi to him. AJ is a very, very special little boy, and I will pop a little link in the description box that there's a little link set up for AJ. It just explains a little bit more about him. This week has been a bit of a weird one for me. I've not done the sewing that I normally would be doing. I did, however, manage to get some test samples done on my two overlockers. There was a couple of people, Ginny I know was one of them. There was a few other people as well that were asking why I have the two different overlockers and sergers set up. One of the reasons for that is the brother, this one behind me, is quite a basic machine. It's sort of an entry-level overlocker. This is set up in black thread, which is a colour that I don't tend to use that often. And this one is set up in sort of like cream and white neutral colours, which I change to sort of soft grey tones as well sometimes because it blends in with most things. And most of my patterned fabrics that I use normally have a white background. So in relation to the overlockers, the reason why I have the two is because I do sew athletic and swimwear fabric sometimes, well, quite a lot. The test pieces that I've done are in a swim fabric. And I just wanted to show you the reason why I have the two overlockers. So I have a sample with black thread, which is the brother, and a sample with white thread, which is the baby lock, which is now produced under the brand name Success. The reason why I tend to use the baby lock more often is the differential feed on it goes up a lot higher. And the reason for that is with sewing stretch fabrics, the seams will pop if the differential feed is not up high enough because it doesn't allow for stretching the seam. So this is the brother sample. And as you can see, it stretches to a certain point. But then if you stretch it too much, I don't know if you'll be able to hear, all of the stitches start popping, which obviously the seams then come apart. With my baby lock, when I stretch it, it stretches a lot more before the threads start popping on there. These aren't the best samples, but I just wanted to give you an idea as to why I've got the two. So moving on this week, I managed to pick up some French terry, which is Paw Patrol French terry, which I will be using and starting off my Christmas makes for my two nephews. So I'm going to be making those a matching sweatshirt and jogging bottoms. The sweatshirts will predominantly be the Paw Patrol fabric with contrast sleeves, and then I will use this for the lining of the pockets for the joggers. I also wanted to say a big thank you to Christine Sews a Lot. Christine from Christine Sews a Lot, sorry. She has given me a huge amount of inspiration this week to organise PDF patterns. I have now swapped all of my PDF patterns out of a big clump of paper, and I have now put them all into clear plastic inserts. And I've written on each one what it is. So that's the Kai Sinclair pattern in men's size medium. So they all now go in a nice wooden crate underneath there so I can find them all. The other thing that I have started this week is a violet top from Seamwork Patterns, which was recommended by Kim Gaddy Sews. I will quickly go grab that and show you how far I've got with that one. So the violet top is a pattern from Seamwork Patterns. As I said earlier, this was a pattern that was mentioned by Kim at Kim Gaddy Sews in her, I think it was in her Friday Sews video last week. I started this a couple of days ago and I have put it down because I was finishing another project. So I've kind of now just got to the point where I need to just mark and do the buttons and the buttonholes. This went together really nicely. It's got the little gathered section in the back there. This was made from a 100% cotton. It's just a navy. It's sort of a quilting cotton. This was picked up by my husband at IKEA, and it is, as I say, it's 100% cotton. He came back after getting our new wardrobes and came home with 5 meters of it for me, because it was only £2 a metre. And it's actually a really nice, good quality, 100% cotton. So I'm quite pleased with that. The other thing that I've been mainly focused on over the past week is a Halloween costume for my husband. At Halloween, we tend to dress up the house outside. We live in a small little village, and the families around here take trick-or-treating quite seriously. So we haven't done the last year, but the year before and previous years, we normally dress up the front of the house, and then one of us will dress up in fancy dress, and then hand out bags of like pick and mix made up bags of sweets that we normally make and hand out. So the theme this year, he wanted a costume made to look like It the Clown, which I will just quickly go and grab. So this is what I've been spending most of the week on. So I made the ruff. It's got these little red jingle bells on it. So it is a velcroed top section. It has the underskirt, which is made from an old bed sheet, and then it has a pair of almost like leggings made out of a grey jersey. I will put a photo up of the whole costume in the video somewhere next to here, somewhere. So I've also made these the little cuffs that go around the ankle, which I've used a lace and some red pom-pom trim, so they sit around the base of the ankle. But as I say, I'll pop a picture in and it shows the costume in its full glory. So one of the other things that I've made this week is some more of on the pumpkin theme. I made some last week, which are for part of a challenge that I'm doing through a sewing group on Facebook, which is a monthly sew off that we run on Fabrics by Penny community group. I'll link the group down below if that's something, if you live in the UK and you wanted to enter that. It's normally, we do one a month. Sometimes it's a craft item and sometimes it's a garment that's it's always a free pattern download. So the ones that I made on the last video were for that, but then I downloaded another pattern which someone passed in my direction, which is also a free PDF, which I will link below. And you can make these in whichever size that you like, really. So these are made from a pumpkin spice colour jersey stripe fabric. It's a viscose poly blend, I believe. It's very stretchy. The pattern does say to use woven fabric, and I did make a couple in woven, but I wasn't as happy with them. So it's a really simple pattern. There's not that much sewing that's involved. A lot of it is hand sewing with the embroidery threads that you use to create the shape of the pumpkin, to divide the sections. And then on top here, I've just used some scraps of worsted wool, and you glue those into the top section with the little pumpkin spike, the stem, sorry. So I've made, these are 2 of them that I've made. As I say, I'll link the pattern link for these below. They make up really quickly and they're really good fun to make. I've made probably, I think I've made about 10 this week. I've given away quite a few of them. So one of the things that I also want to see if I can get done over the next coming weeks is to do some of the hair bows and some of the scrunchies that Christine Sews a Lot put in her little tutorial video. I think it was yesterday that she popped that up. They look really good fun to make. Brilliant scrap buster by the looks of it. And I have got tons and tons of elastic left over from making masks at the beginning of COVID. So I think it would be a good way of using that up to make some scrunchies. The other thing that I want to see if I can get done this week, which is not top of my priority at the moment, but I do want to get it done at some point, is the pattern that Lisa from One Lisa Show did a couple of, I think it was about a month ago now, which is the penny dress pattern, which is by Sew Over It, which was a free pattern a little while ago with one of the Simply Sewing magazines, I believe it was. I missed out on this pattern. I didn't actually manage to get that issue, but luckily a friend of mine did get it, because her husband bought her a subscription, I think, and she doesn't particularly like pre-printed patterns. She's more of a PDF kind of girl. So I've got the penny dress pattern. I want to make this in a cotton. The cotton that I'm thinking of making it in is a cotton from Dashwood Studios, which I've had for a little while, and it's been sat here and I've been waiting to do something with it, and it is the Mermaid Dashwood Studios cotton, which again I was talking to Lisa from One Lisa Show about the other day, because she was saying that she really likes the Dashwood cottons, and they are really good quality cottons. And I love this print because it's also got, let's see if I can see that on there, it's also for some reason got little sausage dogs with scuba snorkels, which I think is just hysterical because they have nothing to do with the sea at all. Not when you've got mermaids, crabs and octopus. I don't know why there's then dachshunds with snorkels. But I'm thinking that that is what I'm going to try and see if I can. I'm going to see if I've got enough of it, and if I have, then that will become the penny dress. So lots to be keeping me going with the next couple of weeks. I think the hair scrunchies and the hair bows will be one of the first things that I do, because they will make good stocking fillers for people as well. As well as the makeup wipes that Christine was demonstrating as well on her video. So thanks everyone for visiting. I hope everyone's having got a nice weekend planned. I would just like to say a huge thank you for everyone that's liked and subscribed to videos. I've only been doing it for a couple of weeks now, and I'm already up to nearly 500 subscribers. So if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you do hit the subscribe button, you will get notifications when I upload more videos. I will be doing some tutorials soon on rolled hems on the overlocker, and I will also be doing some little demos of the my baby lock cover stitch, and showing how I do my reverse cover hems on my men's leggings that I make and sell on my website. So thanks again everyone. I hope you all have a good weekend. I will see you all again soon.